Hi, my name is Caitlin Vu, and for my audition for the Chemistry and Cooking audition segment, I chose to make chocolate chip cookies. In this video, I will show you the original recipe and compare it to the substitution version where I substituted the sugar. I will also explain one chemical process that happens during baking and describe how key ingredients like butter, sugar, and flour affect the final outcome. Today, I'll be using my top secret family recipe consisting of 1 cup of unsalted butter, 3/4 cups of granulated white sugar, 3/4 cup of light brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1½ cups of chocolate chips, and in this batch, it will make 32 cookies total. Some fun facts about this is that it became popular in the 1930s, and chocolate chip cookies are a classic American homemade cookie. I have my recipe. Where's all my ingredients? Oh my gosh, here are all my ingredients. Now let's put them all together. Now, since we have all our ingredients, let's put them all together. First step is 1 cup unsalted butter, which is 2 sticks, all at room temperature. Now we have 3/4 cups of granulated white sugar. Now we have 3/4 cup of light brown sugar, 2 large eggs, one teaspoon of vanilla extract, but first, before that, we're gonna use our tablespoon of salt. And now we're gonna put in the vanilla extract. Now we're going to do 1 teaspoon and half of this of vanilla extract. Now that that's done, we're going to use our all-purpose flour. And then our baking soda, our 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We already did our salt, and now let's add our chocolate chips, which is 1½ cups of chocolate chips. Now we're mixing our cookie dough together, with clean hands, of course. This is what it looks like afterwards. Hi everybody, now that we have our cookie dough, we're going to roll them into balls and put them in our pan, which has parchment paper on the bottom. Now we're going to put the 6 balls of dough into the oven. Bye-bye. So for our second batch, I have it all right here. Let's construct it together. Oh my gosh, here's our new cookie dough. Time to put them on a pan and put them in the oven. Rolling up cookie dough. Oh my gosh, we're done. So now we have all our 6 right here. Time to put them in the oven. Hi everybody, while my cookies are in the oven, I want to talk to you guys about the chemical reaction called Maillard. So Maillard happens when heat causes sugar and proteins in the dough to react with one another. As the cookies bake, this creates the golden brown color that we all love. It also creates a deeper toasted flavor that we taste and what we smell too. This is why baked cookies taste and look very different from raw cookie dough. And if the cookies bake longer or at a higher temperature, the Maillard reaction happens more. It can make them darker and more strongly flavored. Continuing off with the Maillard chemical reaction, I want to talk to you about 3 ingredients that strongly affect the outcome of the cookies, which are flour, butter, and sugar. So flour gives the cookie its structure, it holds everything together. Butter adds fats, flavor, tenderness, and creates a softer texture. And then third, but obviously not last, sugar. This does more than make the cookie sweet. It affects the moisture, the texture, and the browning. Thank you. Hi everybody, after comparing the one with the original recipe and the one where I substituted the brown sugar for the white sugar, I could tell drastically that the one without the brown sugar came out crispier, and then it was a little bit darker on the edges, and it wasn't as crunchy. It didn't make a drastic change, but I could tell you that. But this just shows that sugar does more than just adding sweetness. It also affects moisture, browning, and texture, which changes the overall final result. Thank you!